8 biggest and most unique pets people actually own. A good many of us are proud owners of cats and dogs, or at the very least, every one of us knows someone who owns a mainstream pet of some sort. On the other hand, certain individuals have gone well beyond the usual and accepted various species that were completely unanticipated into their homes. These include lions kept as pets, bears kept as family pets, penguins kept as pals, giraffes kept as household pets, and even a hippopotamus. It is inconceivable that some of these magnificent and, yes, even potentially lethal animals could be domesticated, or that a meaningful relationship could be developed with them. However, these gentlemen would like to convince you that the friendships are worth the additional work, and every once in a while even a scratch or two. Today, we're going to take a look at some peculiar individuals who have made some of the most peculiar creatures their closest companions throughout their lives. Number 8. Jessica the Hippo. Jessica the Hippo is not one of the most dangerous creatures in Africa, even though there are several tales of hippos assaulting and even murdering individuals who have entered their area or disrupted their habits. However, despite being one of the most deadly animals in Africa, Jessica is safe from harm. When she was being washed away from her mother during the floods in the year 2000, Shirley and her husband Tony took her in as a baby and raised her as their own. Jessica is an affectionate hippopotamus who takes pleasure in associating with humans. She also exhibits actions that are so mind-boggling that they should cause us to reevaluate our strategies for dealing with wild animals. Since Jessica was still linked to her umbilical cord when she was discovered, she likely made an immediate impression on her adoptive parents. Jessica was so young at the time of her discovery. Since then, she's been living a tranquil existence in their backyard, and she has just recently started going out into the forest whenever she feels like it. Even though she's not being held captive in any way, she continues to return to her parents to have a cup or two of Rooibos tea with them. Number 7. Agee the polar bear. This man claims that he now goes up to his bear companion first thing in the morning before they go for their morning swim. Polar bears are the most dangerous and largest land carnivores in the world. Mark Dumas, a skilled animal trainer who's 60 years old, is the only person in the world who has survived the experience of diving with a polar bear first thing in the morning. Dumas and his polar bear Agee, who weighs 800 pounds, take pleasure in a relaxing swim together. Dumas goes for a swim and even engages in a wrestling match with the enormous female polar bear as if she were a young puppy. Just by observing Dumas and Agee, it is clear that they have a genuine trust for one another, despite the significant natural contrast that exists between them. Number 6. Dindim the penguin. Introducing Dindim, the penguin who, on an annual basis, makes his way back to his human soulmate. Fisherman Joel Pereira de Souza, who is 71 years old, discovered Dindim, a Magellanic penguin from South America, famished and smeared in oil on a beach in Rio de Janeiro. Dindim was one of the animals that was discovered. As a result of taking him in and providing care for the young man, a friendship that is truly one of a kind was established. Dindim, who normally breeds 3,000 to 5,000 miles away on the coastlines of Argentina and Chile, has been leaving his habitat and swimming back to Brazil every single year since they first met in 2011. He does this to spend 8 months living with the elderly fisherman in his house on the island. Dindim will not allow anyone else to touch him, except his devoted buddy Joel, and he will even peck them if they attempt to do so. He allows the fisherman to pick him up, give him showers, and even feed him fish. He even lays down on the fisherman's lap and has him take showers. Number 5. Pasqualina the wild boar. Pasqualina is a pig that is 2 years old and loves to be cuddled, even though she weighs 100 pounds at the moment. This female wild boar is currently residing with Raffaella and Oriana, an Italian couple who show her the same level of care and attention as if she were one of their children. In the bushes, they discovered the newborn pig that had been left alone and was on the verge of starvation. They tried everything in their power to save the young piglet, but they had no idea that she would eventually exhibit behaviors that were more and more similar to those of a genuine dog. Playing ball with Raffaella and cuddling with him while nuzzling him with her snout are two of Pasqualina's favorite things to do. Pasqualina has by far the most peculiar relationship with her parents, even though the pair owns a farm that is home to several other animals, including hens, donkeys, and cows. Number 4. Domesticated giraffes. When you think of a household pet, the Rothschild giraffe is the last animal that comes to mind. It is a species that is at risk of extinction. On the other hand, in 1979, when there were only approximately 130 of these giraffes left, Jacques Leslie Melville and his American wife Betty decided to take in a handful of them by allowing them to walk freely just outside their mansion in Kenya. The next thing you know, they established a wildlife fund, and a few years later, they created the Giraffe Manor, a hotel that allows guests and giraffes to freely interact with one another both inside and outside of the structure. Currently, there are 300 of these stunning giraffes living in tranquility on their soy ranch that spans 18,000 acres. Number 3. Kevin and his lions. According to Kevin Richardson, the proprietor of a sanctuary in South Africa, these fearsome apex predators have been transformed into the most adorable animals. Cuddling with these wild cats is one of Kevin's favorite things to do daily. He is also known as the Lion Whisperer. Kevin's passion with lions dates back to his childhood, and because he has been responsible for their upbringing from birth, they quickly grow to appreciate him and become willing to accept him into the pride. Kevin can convince people that these lions are loving animals because he lives, eats, and sleeps on the same territory as them. Having said that, he has experienced a few instances of getting scratched and bitten by wild animals throughout his career. However, he believes that the risks involved in these passionate connections are well worth it. Number 2. The grizzly bear, Brutus. As a child, Casey Anderson was known as the animal magnet. He spent his childhood in Montana, where he was surrounded by the natural environment and animals. Once he graduated from college, he went on to become an animal keeper and began his training with a wide variety of dangerous creatures. This continued until the arrival of baby Brutus. Brutus was born in a wildlife park that had an excessive number of animals, and he quickly became Casey's new closest friend. Casey is frequently embraced and wrestled with by the adult male grizzly bear, which weighs approximately 700 pounds at this point. This friendly grizzly bear is live proof that you shouldn't judge a bear by its claws. These enormous North American carnivores have a bad reputation among campers and hikers due to their scary nature. However, this grizzly bear should not be judged by its claws. Number 1. The Hyena Men. In the meantime, a local community in Nigeria has adopted a bunch of hyenas and turned them into pets for the residents of the neighborhood. A collection of photographs that showed guys strolling their hyenas while they were on leashes resulted in a significant amount of criticism once they were uploaded to the internet. Many people have questioned the morality of their interactions with these creatures because their relationships with them are not always amicable. The confined civilization of men, on the other hand, has been successful in taming and domesticating these hyenas, and they are now treated as if they were household pets. Upon further investigation, it was discovered that the Hyena Men are entertainers who have been handing down their legacy for many years. These individuals do possess permissions issued by the government of Nigeria, thus it is not against the law. Furthermore, it is astonishing to learn that you can get hyena leashes and toys on Amazon. Share in the comments. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to never miss an update. See you in the future video, and thanks for watching.